Yo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. A debrief to the match that took place this morning. Does that even qualify to be considered as a match? I don't know. But we can only be grateful that the main objective, which was to send the memorandum was delivered. But there's gonna be a rant. There's going to be a rant because man, I can't believe what happened. I really cannot believe what happened. Like I'm sitting here and just the thought of I'm just thinking about everything that happened today, and I'm like, damn, did that really happen? Did that really happen? Because the main people that organized this match were not there. The main people that organized, the main organizers of this match, they were in no show. They didn't show up. They were not there. And my thing is, money was donated. So much, so much money was donated towards this match, for this match to take place. So much money was donated for people to be delivered or for transport to go to different places to deliver to get people to Pretoria. But I didn't see one taxi. I only saw one taxi that dropped people from Joburg. But then those were Dudula people. Those were Dudula people. But then the main people that started this GoFundMe, this beggar party campaigns or donation platforms. They were not there. They were not there. And I'm sitting here asking myself, did we get scammed? Did we get scammed? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe these guys because the main organizers were not there. Like the main organizers were not there. I'm talking about the likes of Koena, someone that has been like literally at the forefront of the match. She's been at the forefront of this match, and for her not to be there and not even send. I checked her Twitter account. Hasn't said anything. She's just retweeting the pictures and the post about the match. Is Zindi, is Kwena, the other one is OLF or more something. I can't remember her name. They were not there. They were in no show. In no show. Like they literally blue ticked this match. Didn't say anything. The only thing that they're doing is just retweeting the tweets or reposting. And I'm asking myself, what happened to the man that was donated? What happened to the man that was donated towards this match? Money was donated for transport to deliver people. Money was donated for refreshments. Money was donated for other things, for posters. There were no posters. What? I can't believe that, like, within this Reclaim South Africa or South Africa First movement, there's actually scammers and leeches. Because what do you call such people? What do you call such people? They literally took advantage of this movement. They literally took advantage of this movement for their own gains. For their own gains. And like now you ask yourself, is this movement actually gonna go forward? Is this movement going to be successful? Because within the movement, there's leeches. There's leeches within the movement. And while this movement is literally at the beginning, but then there's already people that are looking for enrichment. And I'm someone that like actually gave Gwena props. I'm someone that was like, damn, I've never seen someone so patriotic about South Africa. I literally tweeted and I was like, you know what? Like you really people need to give you credit because you literally fighting for the country. But then what she did today, it showed it was all about gaining for her. It wasn't about being selfless and saving the country. It was always about herself and enriching herself, and which is sad. Which is sad. And apparently, this is not the first time she scams people or she takes money and not deliver on promises that that she has made. because so much money was delivered, so much money, and I'm talking over 20,000 of money towards 30K. That was only on one link, and other money was sent to accounts, different accounts. And I'm thinking, like, I can say more than 50K must have been like donated towards this match, and she did not show up. They did not show up. I'll go through these people that I'm talking about, so that like you're aware of them, so that you don't get scammed again. They literally exploited this match. They literally exploited the people of South Africa, because people were donating because they're like, "Oh man, we want this match to be successful. We know gonna be there physically, but then we really, really, really appreciate this movement. We want this movement to be a success." But then people literally preyed on these people that were donating money. They literally preyed on them. At least if they had shown up, at least if they had shown up, but then they didn't show up. They literally did not show. They were not there. They were not there. And I'm just gonna say, shame on them. Shame on you, Koina. Shame on you. It's really sad, man. It's really, really sad, because like now this movement is never gonna get. Is this movement? Yes, people were there. They did those that like they were there. They protested. They delivered the memorandum. But then again, what's next? Because this the likes of Kona, these are the people that started this movement. They are responsible to actually give directions to what's to happen after today. But like right now, people that attended the march, they're clueless. They don't know what's going to happen next. And unfortunately, this movement is just gonna die into. It's just gonna vanish into thin air. Unfortunately, I have no hope or faith that this match that happened today will lead to anything. I need to be honest. I don't think it's gonna lead to anything, because if we really being let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest here. I'm not even like I'm here to talk about the numbers, the people that showed up today. The numbers were diabolical. The numbers were bad. People did not bother. Maybe they had other better things to do. Maybe work. Yes, I understand, but I mean, we were barely like 200, barely 200. And that's me pushing it. That's me actually pushing it. If I'm really, really being honest, there must have been like about like give or take 150. That was disappointing. That was really, really disappointing. Extremely disappointing. The money was donated towards promoting this match. It's sad to see people enriching themselves, exploiting people, exploiting such movements, because then like who to trust anymore? And again, people are literally like laughing at this match. People are actually laughing at this match because it was a failure. If we're really, really being honest, yes, we submitted the memorandum, but it was a big failure. It was an extreme big, big, a big failure. Ah, damn, man, it's really, really sad. Like this is Kwena. Like, you can see here's the link to donate to our match. She did not show up. Destiny, she didn't show up. El Nino, she didn't show up. Elvel, what? They didn't show up. They did not show up. All of them. They did not show up. All of them. So much money was donated here, and there were like different links. And besides the links, there were also bank accounts that were sent money. I nah, man. Yo, I now honestly I'm on the brink of giving up. I'm on the brink of giving up because I mean, who to trust anymore? Who to trust? It's really sad. It's honestly so sad. And these people need to be exposed. They must be exposed. They need to be exposed. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. Like an utter failure. An utter failure. This yeah, like what you see here on the screen. These are the people that were literally there. I mean, how many people can you count here? Like, can you really come on, guys? Come on, honestly. And I don't even blame people that didn't show up because if the main organizers don't show up, if the main organizers skip the match that they organized, then you cannot blame other South Africans for not showing up. You cannot blame them. Breaking news reporting live from the match at Union Building. Ah, man. Ah, I don't see refreshments. What happened to the donation? What happened to the donations? What happens to the donations? And then Patriot South Africa says Gwena and Lolo scammed them. No, they did, man. They really scammed uh people that were baking this much. This this the other lady that also scammed. She's also an accomplice. Her and Gwena, they are together in this. She's also part of the people that were organizing these links and these donations. She was no show. She was not a show. She wasn't there. Look, she hardly said anything about the protest. The only thing that she did was to retweet this tweet because she's retweeting it because she was tagged. Other than that, she said nothing about the match. Literally nothing about the match. Nothing about the match. And as a main organizer, you expect her to be the one literally in the morning tweeting about the match and just like making everyone like get everyone amped about the match. But she didn't say anything. Like this, when I saw this, I was like, I realized like, nah, people were scammed here. And I was really so close to donating. I'm so glad that I didn't donate. I'm so glad that I didn't donate because people are just looking to enrich themselves. People were scammed. I remember one guy in the Twitter during the Twitter space, she donated about 5,000. She donated about 5,000 alone. And for these people not to show up and not to update anyone about the match, it's like a spit in the face of that guy because I'm like, come on, guys. Honestly, like it's really sad. It's really sad. Like the match was a complete failure. The only positive that like maybe we have to take from the match is that okay, the seed was planted, the seed has been planted, and also the memorandum was sent. But then, do I have any hope? Do I have any faith? I mean, do I even think our government or anyone at Union Building is gonna go through that memorandum? How many memorandums have been sent at Union Building? How many memorandums have been sent to Union Building? And do they have any impact? This is the only thing that she literally blue ticked this match today. She literally blue ticked this match. Her and a friend, Destiny, Miss Rural Terrian, Sadi I think Sadi was there. Let me. Yeah, I think Sadi was there because she's part of operational Dudula, and Dudula people were there. Dudula people did show up. Again, another one offensive. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. And these are the people that like benefited from this match. These are the people that were organizing the donations, the link for donations. She wasn't there. Oh man, it's heartbreaking. Honestly, I'm heartbroken. I'm really sad and heartbroken because, like, wow, like, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? The people that wanted to be part of this match, I mean, what happened today? I think, will they even get like any motivation to join the next match? Will there even be a next match? I literally sacrificed not to go to work today to be part of this match. I literally sacrificed and decided not to go to work today to attend this match. And people literally just decided no, they're not going to show up despite money being donated. Like, man, honestly, like, I need to just, like, you know what? Sometimes I need to just, like, you know what? This now, like, because I sometimes I get so frustrated. I get so frustrated, and this South African issues, they don't affect me only. They affect all South Africans. And I'm at a, like I said, I'm literally on the brink of, like, just, like, you know what, giving up, because, like now you talk too much, like you act like, but uh, literally so many people are affected by these issues in South Africa, and they decide to blue tick them, and they decide, like, you know what, they just want to move on. And it's just it's heartbreaking. It's really, really sad because the things are never going to get better for this country, unfortunately, and we can all sit back and fold our arms. And no, I'm not talking. I'm not necessarily talking about people that are outside from Pretoria. I'm talking mainly about people that are in Pretoria, and people that were, like, given money to organize this match and make this match a success. They didn't bother. Those that are maybe far from Pretoria, far from Durban, you guys, like, there's nothing that you can do. You can literally, like, travel all the way from outside the province of far from Pretoria. I mean, Pretoria has so many people. There's so many South Africans in Pretoria to actually who should have or could have joined this match and made this match a success. They decided that, like, nah, they're not going to join. So I can't just stand here and think and just fight for South Africa. South Africa has so many people, about, like, more than 50 million South Africans. Who am I to stand here and, like, say I'm just gonna fight even if South Africans don't show up? Who am I? Who am I? I cannot fight for. But then what I can do is just, like, commentate on these issues and give my opinion. But because, like, now I get frustrated, I voice out my frustration. I because I'm so passionate about this movement, because I love this country so much, and I want things to just work in the country. And but then these issues, they don't affect me alone. They affect the rest of 50 something million of South Africans who decided, like, they not go. Oh, let me just say Pretoria people or Gauteng people in their millions who decided, like, they're not going to attend the march. And I understand people, it's Monday, people are going to work, but then you could have asked. And I'm sure some of these people, most of these people that were here are working people. But they were like, you know what? Let me just not go to work today and join this march. So I really hope that, like, with the next match, things will get better. But then who's going to organize the next match? Because the main organizers did, and people that, like, were really at the forefront, the people that were literally, like, mobilizing people on Twitter, they decided to, like, they're not going to show up, uh, go a wall with the money. So much money was donated. So, like, now who's going to be at the forefront and and literally like mobilize people and be responsible for all the money that will be donated. And again, are we going to trust the next person that's going to mobilize and collect the donations? Because once bitten, twice shy. I really, really, really hope that like Koena, the people that were responsible for donations and decided that they're not going to show up. I really hope that like they really, really, really. I really hope that like they feel shame. Like you can see they just she's just retweeting. She hasn't said anything about the match. She literally hasn't said anything, and people were there asking, "Where's Quena? Where's Quena?" Ah man, people need to wait. I mean, my thing is who to trust again because we need these matches. We need this movements. We need these movements. We need them. Like they have to happen. They need to happen for our country to like to be in order because we know our government doesn't care. Like I've been talking like I don't know. I really don't know, man. Like I'm so disappointed. I'm just gonna show you what I literally gave this woman her props. I literally commended her patriotism. I literally said like she deserves to be like. I want you guys to see the post. This is me on Twitter. Quentin Papi. You guys can follow me. I literally said, well, when all is said and done, we shall remember those who were at the forefront and fought for our country. Continue the good fight, Miss Ruralitarian. Leaders, we are all behind you. Uh, don't you ever get tired of or despair. We are inspired by your relentless spirit. I do my part on YouTube. So like yeah, that's just me, right? Because I thought, like, you know what, this like she's a fighter. This woman, she's a fighter. This woman. But then for her to, I feel played, man. I feel played. I feel played. I feel played. I literally fell for her tricks. Even when people were accusing her of scheming people of being a scammer, I was like, nah, she cannot be. I was like, nah, you guys are just jealous because like she has all the cloud. People follow her, and because again, if you don't know someone, you always need to give people the benefit of the doubt. You need always give people like the benefit of a doubt, right? That's what I did. I was like, I'm not gonna judge until like she shows me that like she can't be trusted. I'm not gonna judge her. But damn, man, yes, sis, she did me one. Like what? I can't believe that she literally scammed us. Like I can't believe she literally scammed us. Ke lebohile bonyana lash lia di tejane. Says rise and thrive don't come with your negativism. You must be employed and owning a car and a house. And then she also says, hey, did you hear long walk to freedom? Big organization fail only once you are fed up. Hey Claire, I'm not fed up. I'm just like for voicing out my frustration. Like I need to get these things off my chest. Hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up feeling much better. But then it needs to be said. Like truth needs to be said. Like who do we trust? Who's going to organize the next matches now? And who do we trust with our money? So that's my problem. That like Because I don't want this movement to fail. I don't want this movement to fail. I want us to be relentless. I want us to like literally like make our presence felt. But then we cannot do it all alone. We cannot do it on our mobiles. We cannot do it on our mobiles. We've been doing that for too long. We've been doing that for too long. So my thing like now, okay, what's the next step from here? Today, yes, as much as I said before, that the main objective, which was to send the memorandum and also plant the seed, what's going to happen next? Because we really need to be united in this struggle. We cannot do it all alone. We need every single South African to be part of this. So these are some of the footage that like let me just play a couple of them. Will it when I got here, I think I'm sure there was about like 20 people when I arrived in the morning.
Leadership, enye into nesikhala leadership order apha ne leadership parties must also be we must be straight line, we must be in order, high discipline. High baran, high discipline. Sibadala
Sithi futhe kimani futhe kimani fogo fumani strela masim futhe kimani fogo fumani strela masim strela masim strela masim strela masim strela masim strela masim.
And again, I interviewed a couple of people, which I'm going to upload those interviews on my YouTube. And this other old man, she is a street vendor in Pretoria in the CBD. He told me that like he used to have a spot in central town in Pretoria, where is more busier, where there's more people for a business to do well. They removed her. They removed her spot right now. Her spot is being taken was taken was is, has been taken over by a foreign national, and he was saying that like now where he is right now is not busy there. Is now is stationed in is Arcadia. His business is not doing well. So you could see like a South African was removed from a busy spot where like he can do about like me. I don't know how much street vendors normally do, but if you're selling in central, that's where it's busier. In Nigeria, is not busy. It's not busy at all. And it's truly said that like now that man that he used to make to be able to support his family is unable to do that anymore. Rice and fried. How will I be employed when white monopoly are in control of the country? Faith in Kate is not gonna fall. We're gonna subscribe. Molomo Utlola no Molomo Utlola no guidelines. Tweeting from home is easier than attending a match. At the end of the day, it's very important matter. Don't get discouraged. Yes, man, Molomo Utlola no guidelines. And the thing is, I know most when I woke up, I was like, I realized that okay, today is gonna be cold. And I was like, this is a testing time. This was going to test people's like patriotism. And I was actually happy that like it's cold today. I just wanted to see if actually South African people will actually withstand the weather, and literally go and just be about. But then they didn't. They literally proved me wrong or right, because I knew that like with the weather conditions, people are likely not to show up, and they didn't show up. They didn't show up. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a long, long, long walk to claiming South Africa. It's gonna be a long, long journey. It's gonna be a long, long journey, and it's not gonna be easy. And this journey, like on again, with it, as if like we needed it we needed it to be more difficult than it's already a difficult journey, and like now this journey is has been made more difficult by the people who are at the forefront of it. The journey has been made more difficult by the people that are at the forefront of it. Because today, the match, I was expecting like a debrief or a feedback or a way forward from these people. They didn't come to the match. Obviously, there's no feedback that I'll be getting from them. So we are literally in a situation where we don't know where we stand regarding the match, the next match, and the future. We don't know. We are in the dark. We don't know. Said Abdul says a good try, a democratic right expressed. However, South Africans spoke in the last election by giving the PA 2%. If not careful, this type of protest could encourage xenophobic attacks. Let's just boycott all the restaurants. Let's not buy from them at the taxi ranks, even the saloons. We know our people. Let's support only our people. It's never gonna happen. That's just unfortunate part. It's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. South Africans are not. We are not united. We are not united. Like we are never. We are not united. We are the most. We are the most divided like country out there. Like we are not united at all. We are unity. We don't know unity. Unity is not in our vocabulary. It's not in our vocabulary. People were literally like walking past us in the morning. People were just literally walking past us. Oh, damn, let me. Oh, no, I hope so. Mm. So what it's gonna like I don't know what's going to take for us to actually be united and like literally like take this protest serious and just say enough is enough. I don't know what's going to take for us to get to that level. Will we even ever get to that level? Because, bro, I'm actually even like I'm envious of foreign nationals because when they protest, like their protest, you can feel them. Like they mobilize. They don't play. They mobilize those people. They mobilize. They are very good at organizing protest. They are very, very good at mobilizing protest. And they're doing it in a foreign country. We saw it during Nigeria's protest. Just was it last month or 2 months ago? Yeah, I think it was beginning of last month. We saw how united they were. How united they were. We saw the UK people how united they were during the protest. South Africans sometimes they feel like they're too good to protest. They feel like nah, they're too good. Nah, things are well for them to protest. Okay, Thelma Mokolo says these people are here to do business in South Africa. As you spoke about the man who was moved from a prime spot, we have to recondition our thinking and start supporting SA owned businesses. We give them power. Like I support that because like I myself, I don't. I used to cut my hair at this foreign spot while I was still a student. But ever since like I realized that like no, this is getting out of hand. The last time I used a foreign barber, I think I was still in university. I haven't used a foreign barber in a long, like in many years, and I'll never do that. But their salons, they are always busy, very busy in Pretoria. You go to any spot in Pretoria, their salons are always packed. There's always queues. So it's gonna be difficult to change, like to say or to tell or change South Africans to no support South African businesses. They're never going to do that because we're not united enough. Are you telling me like now if a South African goes to let's say for example a Nigeria and start a saloon, will she make a living from that? Will she have people lining up? I don't think so. Because I think even South Africans they prefer foreign nationals at saloons than South Africans. Because in our hoods, in our locations or townships, there are South Africans who can plait hair. There are South Africans who can cut hair, who can do nails, technicians. They are there. South Africans who can do makeup, they are there in townships. But South Africans feel like they are too good to do their hair, do their makeup, do their nails, cut their hair in townships. They feel like they're too good to do that. They rather go and do their hair in town and use a foreign national. That's literally the mindset of most South Africans. Uh, that's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. We need to be honest with ourselves and face reality. Most of South Africans they feel like they're too good to use local uh, uh, hair salons. They feel like they're too good for that. Kelele, they are good only in SA because it's easy for them here. Our people made that possible. We fought for them to have mouth, but in their countries they are muted. Look, foreigners have so much to say, or so much, like so much. They're so much protected in this country than they are in their own country. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. Some of the rights that they say they have in this country, they don't even have them in their native countries. So yeah, man. I think I did my part. Let me see if I missed something. Uh, but then yeah, man. Honestly, appreciate all the people that showed up. Appreciate all the parties that showed up, and the media was also there. Independent medias to attend progressive forces march Pretoria Monday 23rd. Claim okay. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm so super tired. Um, so thank you guys for joining in. Yeah, until next time. Go live again maybe tomorrow or day after. Oh, tomorrow is Heritage Day, so yeah, I think I might just go live again tomorrow. So please do like this video while you're still here. Do like the video and subscribe. Those who are not subscribed, and yeah, man. See you guys very soon, tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. But yeah, I thank you guys for just like keeping it locked in on the channel and supporting the channel. So yeah, man. See you guys soon. Peace. Good night. Sharp.